Now I got something to show you, and it's gonna be something momentous. Hello everybody, it's me, the Excellent Reviewer, and we are just removed from what, against all odds, was just a really great Wrestlemania. So I'm here to break down the card, and I'm going to be talking about some of the most talked about moments during WrestleMania 33. First of all, the first match, pre-show wise, was Austin Aries against Neville for the Cruiserweight Championship. Now I was just thinking, as I was watching this match, that it generally is a shame that this match wasn't on the main card. I mean, truly it is. I mean, just the fact that these two, they put on a hell of a match, because, I was going to say Shawn Michaels, Austin Aries and Neville have great chemistry with each other, and they work with each other really well. Great match overall. In the end, Neville retained his Cruiserweight Championship, which was the right call for WWE. And like I said, Austin Aries could later win it down the line if they want to do so, but right now, Neville is hot. Best keep the title on him. After that, the next pre-show match was the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. So what happened was, there was, everybody is just Battle Royal, and the two MVPs of the match were Braun Strowman and the Big Show. Both were just going broad, throwing people out left and right, until first Braun eliminated the Big Show, and Big Show was very angry about that, and then all of a sudden, it seemed almost all the other competitors just threw and eliminated Braun. And honestly, I thought it was a bad choice. I thought Braun could have benefited more from it. He could have benefited more from winning as opposed to losing. So then everybody else goes left and right. All of a sudden, it's down to Jinder Mahal, Killian Dane, and Mojo Rawley. So I'm thinking naturally, yes, Killian Dane has it, because I know him from WCPW as Damo. I'm like, yes, he's got it. Then he gets eliminated by Mojo Rawley, and it's Mojo and Jinder Mahal, and Mojo Rawley wins it. Rob Gronkowski just comes in beforehand, and he just gives Jinder Mahal a shoulder tackle. But Mojo Rawley won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. So you do know what this means, right? It means that soon he's going to be our next WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I can feel it. The next match, which was on the pre-show, which should not have been on the pre-show, honestly, it was the Intercontinental Championship match. I mean, as soon as I found out it was going to be on the pre-show, I damn near lost my mind. I'm like, this is the Intercontinental Championship, one of the most prestigious belts, and you dare put it on the pre-show? What's up with that? So aside from that, it's just, this whole match was filled with two things: bullshit and disappointment. Because this match could have been one of the greats, and this was one of the matches that I was looking forward to this WrestleMania. And it was on the pre-show, it was alright, and they made the wrong decision by letting Dean Ambrose retain his Intercontinental Championship, when it could have benefited Baron Corbin even more. So that's that. It is what it is. Could have been one of the show-stealing matches of WrestleMania 33, but you know what? It's over. It's done. It was a wasted match of opportunity. Then we start off with the main card. First match, which was, a lot of these matches had a peculiar order. It wasn't the way that I figured they would be in order, because the first match to start off was AJ Styles against Shane McMahon. Now, I just think to myself, it was a peculiar match to start off WrestleMania, especially with AJ Styles, who has been the WWE for like the past year, who has been nothing but the best in WWE. So I thought it was a little weird. There's this great match. It was actually really good. Shane was able to hold his own, and AJ Styles, if Shane did have faults, AJ was able to carry him and make him look good. Oh, okay, this is where my notes say. Okay, there was this, the typical Shane McMahon table spot with the announcer. Shane goes up, and just like on Tuesday Night SmackDown, he goes for it, but this time he misses. He misses, and he falls straight through it, and then he gets on top of the top rope. Well, AJ Styles is down, and he goes for a shooting star press. I mean, we haven't seen a shooting star press in like years. Nonetheless, that AJ Styles was down on the ground, and Shane McMahon, of all people, just decides to maneuver a shooting star press. It was just really out of nowhere, and something worth a WrestleMania moment. After that, AJ Styles gets out of the way in time, and he beats Shane McMahon 1, 2, 3. Really solid match. After that, we had Kevin Owens against Chris Jericho for the United States Championship. Like I said, this was a really good match. Chris Jericho, he quickly just goes after Kevin Owens without hesitation. Boom, boom, boom. Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho, great match that they had with each other. And Kevin Owens beats Chris Jericho to become the next United States Championship. What a great match. After that, we had another one. Like I said, a lot of these WrestleMania matches were really good with each other. And that was the Fatal 4-Way match for the Raw Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair against Sasha Banks, against Nia Jax, against Bayley. Now, let me tell you one of the things I loved about this match. It was the fact that, one, Nia Jax looked just devastating, a powerhouse of a woman wrestler. And I love the fact that this got Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte all on the same page in saying, we need to take her down. And they worked with each other, and at some points Nia Jax was just too powerful. But ultimately, with this triple threat powerbomb, like the old Shield, with that they were able to eliminate Nia Jax. Shortly after that, Charlotte was able to eliminate Sasha Banks just like that with an exposed turnbuckle, 1, 2, 3, leaving it down to Charlotte and Bayley. Both go at it for quite a little bit longer until, with an elbow drop, Bayley was able to retain her Raw Women's Championship. What a great call. Like I said, it's something new, it's something refreshing to have Bayley still as our women's champion. It brings something new. And maybe they'll give that title to Nia Jax a few months down the line. But right now, it was the right call to have Bayley as still a Raw Women's Championship. Yes. The tag team title match, which was really good. It was Enzo and Cass against Gallows and Anderson, against Cesaro and Sheamus. All had great entrances. And just as the match is about to start, the New Day comes out, and they say, we have just been informed that this is now a Fatal 4-Way match. And they're like, who could this new team be? And everybody, literally everybody, thought it was going to be the New Day themselves, because they looked as though they were ready to go. And I was all like, oh, here we go. Even the audience was like, boo, because they thought it was them. Ah, yes, but it was the broken Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy to come back. Ah, yes, which was great. I damn near lost my mind when Matt and Jeff Hardy just came out, because I thought literally that this would never happen. But like WWE has taught me, never say never. Great match. Delete, delete, delete chants all over the place. It was a really great match. I was thinking to myself as I was watching it, I was like, okay, so the Hardys don't necessarily need to win this match, because my money was for Enzo and Cass to win it. And I was like, okay, so they could definitely lose it and still be, because they're the Hardy Boys. Everyone loves the Hardy Boys. But yes, they won the Raw Tag Team Championships. And they solidified their return. And this marks Jeff Hardy's first WrestleMania win in quite a while. So that's also really good news. And just, this was the moment of the night for me. After that, we had John Cena and Nikki Bella against The Miz and Maurice. During the beginning parts, Miz was in control throughout most of it until John Cena came in, and then Nikki Bella started going off against Maurice, and it was a nice little match. That's what it was, a nice little match. It was a throwaway match. And it ended with, guess what? John Cena getting down and proposing to Nikki Bella. What a nice way to end it. To end that match and that feud. Really nice. After that, we had Seth Rollins against Triple H in that hold harmless agreement match, that non-sanctioned match. Which, by the way, this match was pretty good. But it didn't need to be non-sanctioned. It was just a regular match. It's not like they had steel chairs and barbed wire bats and weapons galore. They only used steel chairs and maybe the steel steps. So it was just like a regular match. I don't know why they needed this hold harmless agreement if it wasn't even going to be, like that hardcore. Seth Rollins, straight away, just without hesitation, he takes it to Triple H. And for like the first 5 minutes, Triple H is looking very weak. And Seth Rollins is the one coming out on top. Like I said, it was very tame throughout the match. And it wasn't as hardcore as it could have been. I mean, like, you've seen other hardcore matches, and I know WWE is being PG and family-friendly and everything, but you have this agreement that it's going to be a non-sanctioned match, and you're going to think, oh, anything goes. That literally means anything. You can use anything, but when you use the very limited amount, it makes it seem like, why was this even a hold harmless agreement? Why was this even a non-sanctioned match? It was just a regular match, One of the best spots was when Triple H was going to attack Seth Rollins because he was being held by Stephanie McMahon, and Seth gets out of the way. Triple H then pushes Stephanie McMahon, but stops himself, and then that's when Seth Rollins drop kicks him from behind, boom, pushes Triple H, and Triple H pushes Stephanie McMahon through a table. I thought that was brilliant. Brilliant. And then quickly afterwards, Seth Rollins, pedigree 1, 2, 3, picks up the win, which again was the right call. Great match, great match. Great spot to end it on, seeing Stephanie through the table. After that, we had Bray Wyatt against Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. Now, great entrance, both of them. Now, Orton was quick to start off this match just like that. He really wanted to win the title so fast and quickly went for the RKO, but Bray was able to get out of it. And this match, out of all the other ones on the card, this was the most interesting. The most interesting out of all of them. Because there was something that happened. Every time Bray Wyatt would go to do his crab walk thingy like that, and he goes like that, every time he did that, a visual would pop down in the ring. First it was maggots, and then it would be worms, and then it would be cockroaches. And it was just like that repeatedly. And I thought, how interesting. We use that to get into the mind, to the mindset of Randy Orton. However, they made the wrong call with it, and they had Randy Orton win the damn thing. Now, they had Randy Orton win the damn thing. He wasn't supposed to win it. Or maybe they did, I don't know, but it was the wrong call. They should have had Bray Wyatt retain the title for a little bit longer, because he is a great champion, and the crowd was with him the whole entire way, and then Randy Orton comes with an RKO 1, 2, 3, just like that. One of the decisions that got me a little frustrated. After that, you would think this would be our main event, but it is not our main event. It was the Goldberg against Brock Lesnar match for the Universal title. The entrance, I was thinking the whole entire time that the entrance for Goldberg was going to be longer than the match itself, and that was very much true. So quickly, once the match started, Brock Lesnar just went straight after Goldberg. Suplex, suplex, suplex. 3 suplexes in a row. All of a sudden, oh, Goldberg gets back up. Spear. Just like that. And guess what? Brock Lesnar gets out of the ring. He's injured. And guess what? Goldberg spears him through the barricade once more. Goldberg throws him back into the ring, and guess what? There's probably one more spear and a jackhammer. 1, 2, kick out! Goldberg was astonished, and so was everybody else when Brock Lesnar kicked out of that jackhammer. And all of a sudden, Goldberg goes for one spear, and all of a sudden Brock Lesnar has this huge thing that we've never even seen before. He just leapfrogs over Goldberg, and Brock Lesnar, 10 German suplexes, 1 F5, 1, 2, 3, just like that. It is over. New Universal Champion in Brock Lesnar. This match had, was it 4? 3 moves. Spear, jackhammer, German suplex. 3 moves in total. Lasted probably 5 minutes. It's good that this wasn't our main event. I guess that's the positive that I can say about this match. It is what it is. It is what it is. And it's just like, what was there to be excited about? But, point is, new Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar. After that, we move on to the SmackDown Women's Championship match. Which, by the way, I was really glad that this match went over Brock Lesnar and Goldberg. Give it up for the women's division. Give it up for the women's division of SmackDown to go over Brock Lesnar and Goldberg. 2 of the company's men that they love the most. So, yeah, I'm just glad that happened. There was a lot of fast-paced action throughout. It had that vibe that literally anyone could win it. It was just like, oh, because there are some points where Natalya was on fire, and then Natty, and then all of a sudden Mickie James looked like she could win it, and it was very unpredictable like that. And so it was good that it had that element. However, it ended relatively shortly. I think it was probably 7 minutes, and I felt as though if it was longer, it could have been the match of the night, because it was really good up until that point. The only thing is that it should have been longer, and we have a new SmackDown Women's Champion, and of course it was Naomi, especially in her hometown. So definitely, great match. Should have been longer. It would have been great if it was longer. And new Women's Champion in Naomi. Now we get to the big one. The one everybody wants to hear me talk about. Roman Reigns against The Undertaker. The main event of WrestleMania. And you can't bullshit it that there's 4 main events. No, this is the main event. First of all, we got off to a good start when we had good old JR come back. Good old JR come back to announce this match. Okay, it wasn't a bad match. It was a really serviceable match. It did what it needed to do. But I need to ask you something, WWE. How dare you? How dare you make Undertaker struggle to get up to his feet in an effort to make Roman Reigns look strong? How dare you? I was in an inexplicable anger when that spear hit, and 1, 2, 3, Undertaker added another loss to his record. I and the collective universe of WWE was frustrated. I still am. But it was a friend of mine that pointed out that this was Undertaker's last match. There were always rumors that, oh, we don't know if this is going to be or he's always going to come back. But this was it. You know, because they would never have 2 at the end. And in the end of the match, Roman Reigns leaves. Undertaker is just left in the ring, takes off his gloves, takes off his jacket, takes off his hat, lays it down in the middle of the ring, and says his final goodbye. Looking at that image, I say, that man has given me so much memories throughout the year. And thank you, Undertaker. Thank you. And it's what Mark Calloway always wanted, to make sure that he ends up putting over someone else. Shouldn't have been Roman Reigns, but he did what he wanted to do, and he wanted to put over someone else. That shows how great The Undertaker is, the greatest WrestleMania performer of all time. Thank you, Taker. Thank you. Well, my official review for WrestleMania 33 on a scale of 1 to 10 had to be, okay, I'm going to cut it some slack, and I'm going to say I'm giving it an 8. Because a lot of these matches, and there were a lot of good moments in here, because of the fact that, well, no one really expected it. I mean, last year's WrestleMania was pretty okay, and it was really, in parts, some parts really bad, but this match had a lot of good moments in it. John Cena proposing to Nikki Bella, the Hardys returning. It's just a lot of good moments. And I think the key thing was that nobody was really expecting it to be as good as it was. Because I'll be honest with you right now, I thought it was going to be an ultimate disappointment instead of the ultimate thrill ride. But it actually was really good. And doesn't hold a candle to Wrestle Kingdom 11, but it can hold its own when being compared to it. And that's what really matters. WrestleMania 33 did not disappoint. Except for the ending, because they completely fucking ruined it with the ending, and I will always stand by that. Because Undertaker shouldn't have lost. Again. And least of all, to Roman Reigns. Just saying that. That is my opinion, and if you don't like it, I got 2 words for you. Okay. So, that's been it for this episode of The Excellent Reviewer. Do me a favor. If you want to see more content like this, then you want to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And do me a favor, let me know what you guys thought about WrestleMania 33. Was it good? Was it bad? Was it complete shit? Or was it the best thing you've ever seen wrestling-wise? Do me a favor, let me know in the comment section below. I love hearing you guys' input on that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I thank you guys every single video because I couldn't be here without you. Thank you all so much, and I will see you all as soon as I can.